Hello everyone, Clifford from Tunerz here. Today I'm so excited to be able to bring you through one of Subaru's iconic cars, and this car has been in the WRC championship, and it's one of these cars that you either get an Evo or you'll be thinking of getting one of these. And this car right here is basically the Hawkeye GDA Impreza WRX, and I'll be bringing you through for a drive and also have a walk around to see what the owner has done to this car, and we will have a little chat with the owner himself and let him explain to you a little bit more about what it feels like to be owning one of these iconic JDM cars. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and let's go. So today I'll be bringing you guys for a drive in this iconic Subaru Impreza WRX. It's a Hawkeye, and I have here with me Shawn, who is the owner of this very well kept and maintained WRX. And so basically I'll take you guys for a drive, tell you how it feels to be driving one of this, and then Shawn will also share with us some of his thoughts about this car and what makes it so special and why did he get this WRX out of all the different options that we have for JDM cars. Okay, so let's go for a quick drive. And it's my first time driving a WRX, so I'm quite excited. I've always heard wonderful things about the Boxer, but this is the first time I'm really getting to drive one, and quite exciting. And it's a turbo, so let's feel how it feels like. Okay. So a WRX really has quite a lot of, it is quite different in a sense. It is quite raw, right? You do feel it. There's this WRC heritage to it that it feels like it's a very raw car, and it is a car that has quite a few rattles to it. But I think that's part and parcel of a Subaru, and what makes it so special, I guess, right?
Yes, correct. You don't expect comfort when you buy a WRX. Even on stock shocks and springs, it's still pretty bouncy.
Actually, the car is very nice to drive. Let's say it is very how to say, quite addictive. It is very addictive. That sound you get from this car, right? I've not had that sort of experience, that sort of melody. And I'm just driving normally, by the way. I'm not even pushing it yet. Like it's just a normal drive at 2000 RPM, and that sound already, it makes you feel, wow, this car is a bit different, no? It's not your average car, and really I personally think, right, it is a, how to say, there is this attachment to it that makes you really feel very connected to the car. It really gives you very good feedback. I must say.
Yes, it does.
It really does. Like right now, like the previous year I drove a MD2R, and it gives me that similar feeling of it being that I can feel all the road surfaces. I can feel what the car is happening, what's going on, and just gives you this feedback, because literally it is a car that is designed for the purpose of a specific purpose, which in this case is the rally.
Yes.
So you know, you get these like the feedback, the engine, what it's doing, you know, the tires is turning right now. The steering feedback is also not very light, and it's quite weighted, which is very
quite weighted. Yes.
So it is, the torque is,
that wasn't even 1 bar of boost.
Yeah, that wasn't 1 bar of boost, but it was already it was already good enough to feel it.
Yes.
Well, I think it's an amazing car. How much power does this car have right now?
It's about between 370 to 380 for the horsepower, and my top on paper is 511.
Yeah, this car is quite powerful. I mean, even just on a very little throttle response, you could literally feel the torque instantly kind of kicking in already. So
yeah, correct.
Wow. Okay.
So there's something good about this car. You know, you don't need to always be in boost to get the power.
Yeah, there is I really like the sound of it, especially the low grunt, right? It's like, it feels so fierce. Like it's like always like it's always in the grunt, and I think that's one of the uniqueness of the Boxer, right? That makes you really think of, wow, that's what makes it so special. And to like from a second to third, right? You can literally feel. Oh, the growl sounds good. It's a very different feeling.
It is a joy to drive.
It is a joy to drive. I can understand why so many people like the WRX. The sound, that rattle, the rawness, the turbo, the blow valve, this whole driving position.
I think it's intimate.
Yeah, it's very intimate.
Yeah.
That's the right word. I would say it's very focused as a driver, and then everything is just towards you, and it's very intimate in a way. Yeah, that's a good word. Why the WRX out of the different options that we have, and what makes you love it so much?
When I was a boy,
yeah.
So one of the first few performance cars that I saw on the roads was actually the WRX. Obviously, it wasn't the Hawkeye back then. It was either the Buckeyes or the Cop-Eyes, depending on which year we are talking about.
Yeah.
But so I fell in love with the shape and the sound of it. You know,
the Boxer grunt, right?
Yeah.
So it's been something that you've always dreamed about since when you were a kid.
Yes. Basically, it's my first dream car. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I can kind of understand why this Subaru, the WRX, is such a car that, you know, people would love. I mean, you hear the engine sound, the Boxer sound, right? The grunt.
Yes.
It's a very different feeling, you know. And you know, when we watch like Colin McRae, you know, in the blasting in the WRC in the 22B.
Yeah, correct. Right? That's right.
This car is definitely designed not for everyone. Yeah, it's a very specific, targeted to a very specific group.
You've got to want it, you know, and accept all the flaws that come with it.
Correct. Yeah. And I think this car is something that only people who really appreciates it for what it is can really come to understand. Oh, so this is normal, that is part and parcel of it. This grunt, these rattles are part and parcel of owning a Subaru. Yes. And really, if you guys, anyone watching this, and you know you've always had a WRX in your mind and you really want one, what's your thought to them?
I would say just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah. You won't regret if you already had this thought in your mind. Right. You know, just go for it. You don't really need to do much to the car actually. Yeah. Even for a stock WRX, it's gonna be pretty fun on its own. Yeah.
Just hearing the boxer growl will make you smile already. Just hear that? that sound, it's worth it. So yeah, if you always had one on your mind and you're always thinking, should I get one? This one that we are driving here is the GDA version.
Yes,
so
the GDA.
There are so many other versions. There's the newer VA, right? And of course there's a different beast, but ultimately they are all still built on the same DNA, which is based on the Subaru's tried and tested boxer technology. So, and they are all still built on the same heritage in a sense of the rally heritage. So what you do get is in a sense, a rally car on the streets.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, it is a rally car on the street. So you don't expect the sort of comfort level that you would feel from like your normal Imprezas or others. It's not. So, you know, if you have that and you're prepared, then I think this car is for you. And it has 4 doors. And
it's family friendly.
Shawn ferries his
my
kid,
son, ferries my son around
every day, and you know it is quite practical in a sense. All at the same time. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this short little ride with myself and Shawn, the owner of this WRX. And yeah, I hope that our little insights about this car will help you understand more about what makes this car so unique, and also what's the draw and interesting thing about the WRX that makes it such a car that so many people desire. And the fact that this car is a rally-bred, genetically designed car. If you bring it off-roading and really feel the gravel and all that, I think this is where you literally can feel what makes
you can really feel what the car is reacting to through the steering wheel.
Correct. Like just now, just a little short drive, I already can feel the feedback was amazing. Like you can literally feel the feedback of the steering, the response, and the throttle, and even the gearing. You know, it's not a light change, but it is a change that is very precise, and that's not something that there's no slack or whatsoever, and it just slots in really precisely, and that's what makes this car so special. So yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this short little drive and this short little talk with Shawn. This is Clifford from Tunerz, and Shawn, the owner of the WRX here. Do remember to subscribe and like the page. Really help me to continue creating more content for you guys. And thank you so much, Shawn.
Give him a like and subscribe. All right.
Yeah, thank you so much, Shawn, for your time and sharing your ride with the world.
Oh, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
And sharing your thoughts about what it feels like to own a WRX to the world as well. And it's a beautiful drive and a beautiful ride. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you again in the next video. See ya.